This induction will highlight the process of hazard identification and risk assessment, common hazards and risk control measures, and emergency response procedures in our schools. It is important to know the following 3 terms and what they mean. Hazard. A hazard is anything that has the potential to cause harm. Risk. A risk is the potential of a hazard to occur in terms of its likelihood and its consequences. Likelihood means the probability of risk occurrence, and the consequences refers to the severity of the risk. So risk is equal to likelihood times consequences. Risk assessment. This is the process of careful examination of hazards and risks that could cause injuries, ill health, and/or damages in our schools. Risk assessments help to protect us and other people in our schools by identifying hazards and risks and setting adequate control measures to prevent them and manage them effectively.
The risk assessment process includes the following stages. 1. Listing our schoolwork tasks, including locations, people, equipment, substances, and activities. 2. Identifying the risk. What are the hazards? Who might be harmed? How might they be harmed? 3. Estimating the risk in terms of likelihood and consequences. 4. Evaluating the risk. Risk is equal to likelihood times consequences. 5. Recording risk assessment findings. And 6. Reviewing risk assessment findings periodically.
Looking after the environment and our school's impact on it is just as important as looking after the safety and well-being of our students, staff, and other people in our schools. Common environmental aspects in our school include environmental sustainability, waste management, and hazardous materials management. Environmental sustainability. Our environmental sustainability program aims to conserve our natural resources by minimizing the use and consumption of electricity, water, and paper in our school operations and activities. Not being energy efficient or looking after the environment could lead to long-term damage to the environment and our school's sustainability. Replace standard light bulbs with energy-efficient light bulbs. Save energy by switching off lights, appliances, computers, and other electrical equipment that aren't being used and after school working hours. Provide awareness on energy efficiency and environmental conservation for students, staff, and other people through awareness sessions, posters, and flyers. Reduce water consumption wherever possible. We can do this by closing water taps after use and finding fixing water leaks and dripping taps. We can reduce paper waste by checking documents online instead of printing out draft copies, by conducting correspondence via email, and by printing on both sides.
Waste management.
Our waste management program also aims to protect our school environment and our community as a whole through the proper management and disposal of our waste from our school operations and activities. Our waste is divided into 3 categories: recyclable waste, non-recyclable waste, and hazardous waste. Waste should be segregated and kept separate in the appropriate bins for proper and safe reuse, recycling, and disposal processes. These waste containers must be clearly labeled. We should recycle water from air conditioning system drainage, canteens, and cafeterias so it can be treated and then reused for irrigation and cleaning purposes. We should reuse certain materials in our schools as much as possible, like paper, plastic, cartons, and wood. We should contribute to the recycling of all paper that can no longer be used, as well as plastic bottles and bags and used printer cartridges by giving these items to recycling contractors.